Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, then welcome. My name's Kristina, and on my channel we talk all things beauty from my own experiences. So if you guys want the best and most honest how-tos and reviews from a consumer's perspective, then make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave any comments that you have for me down below. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down all of my favorite lip glosses, specifically neutral and clear lip glosses for you, the ones that I reach for every single day, or the ones that are in rotation in my purse at all times. And they may not be neutral shades on everybody, but this is just my favorite neutrals on myself. So I'm going to be breaking this down by high-end and drugstore lip glosses. Now I did prep my lips with my Babe Original lip mask. This is actually a new release from them and I really like it. It doesn't have a super strong scent and it is a little bit more like viscous, a little more jelly, if you can see. I feel like it sticks really well. A lot of these glosses I wear just alone, or I will just top a lip liner with them on an everyday basis. I'm just throwing these on and throwing them in my purse. So the first one I have is actually from NUDESTIX. This is from their lip gloss line, and it's supposed to be a My Lips But Better shade. All of the shades in the range are supposed to be a My Lips But Better shade for every complexion. This is $28, and I feel like not a lot of people talk about these. I was actually very excited when these came out because the shades were so beautiful, so neutral, and just so easy to wear. And this is in the shade number 4. So this lip gloss has shea butter, cocoa butter, avocado butter, and volumizing peptides. And like I said, it's supposed to be a My Lips But Better shade. I really love the way that this is a little bit pinky, but it's still very wearable for me. This is about as pink as I would go if I'm just gonna wear it alone. I like this formulation because it is quite thick, but it's not very sticky. So in saying that, it lasts really long on the lips. I can wear this and it'll last hours and hours on the lips. This really helps to fill in those lip lines. I talk a lot about the fact that I have a lot of like vertical lip lines within my lips that I'm not necessarily ecstatic about, but this really fills it in because that formulation is a little bit more thicker and it gives you really good opaque coverage, so you really see that color. It does have a slight scent. I want to say it smells a little minty, a little bit cocoa-like. Now this also is a plumping gloss. However, I wouldn't say that it's necessarily a very powerful volumizing gloss on me. I do feel the mintiness of it, and that's about the extent of it. It is very, very tolerable. So if you don't like plumping glosses, I don't think that this is going to be an issue for you. It just feels very fresh. The next product I have here is the Merit Shade Slick, and I have 2 shades. This is the shade Taupe, and then I have Au Naturel. So Taupe is the one that I'm currently wearing. They're $24, and this shade in particular is really beautiful because it's going to be a little bit more of a cool tone on. But when you have it on, it doesn't look like it's, you know, draining the face of color. I think the fact that it's a gloss with this shade, it's kind of like a sophisticated, I don't know how to explain it. It looks just so beautiful and put together on the lips. This formulation from Merit is really nice because it's more of an oil versus a gloss, so it's gonna have that thinner consistency to it, and when you rub your lips together, it almost feels like slightly watery, slightly like slippery, you know. I like wearing these alone. These are so no fuss for me, and I like how small the packaging is too. This has rosehip oil and essential fatty acids in it. It also contains shea butter, grapeseed oil, and jojoba oil. I would say this is a My Lips But Better because it gives the illusion of plump lips and even color, but it doesn't necessarily change the coloring of my natural lips. This is Au Naturel, and then this is Taupe. And this one is going to be quite pinkier than the Taupe, which is much more true in being a taupey neutral shade. So Au Naturel is going to be more of a pinky, so if you have a little bit more pigmentation, a little bit more coloring in your lips, this might be a good option for you. On the lips, as you can see, they are very different shades from each other, but they both give sort of that neutral look to them. If you're new to gloss and you don't like that sticky feel whatsoever, I would say try the Merit ones out, see what you think about them. Next, we have this Fenty Gloss Bomb Cream in the shade Fenty Glow. Now, if you guys don't know know already, Fenty Glow lip glosses are superior. They're so good. All of their different formulations are just so wonderful. But I chose the Fenty Glow one because this one seems to be one that I reach for constantly. If you guys are not familiar with the cream lip glosses, I do have a video where I'm swatching the entire collection when it first came out. It is the cream version versus the glittery one that the original is. Now this one is just so creamy, so buttery on the lips. It's not sticky whatsoever. It has that big classic Fenty applicator right here, so it's easy to just coat both top and bottom lips with just one dip into the tube. It does have vitamin A in it, and it's a peach vanilla scent, but I wouldn't say that it's a strong scent. It is very, very subtle for me. I've had this for a long time, so maybe the scent has faded, but it does give you very buildable pigmentation if you want that, but one swipe on both top and bottom for me. I think that this looks so beautiful alone, but you can also top a lip liner or lipstick to get a really nice, like, different finish to it. Can't go wrong with Fenty lip products. You really can't. This next one I have is the Tower 28 Milky Lip Jelly in the shade Cashew. Now these retail for $15. You can get this on Tower 28's website as well as in Sephora stores and online. I love this shade. I am obsessed with the way that the Tower 28 jelly, milky lip jellies and lip jellies in general look and feel on the lips. I enjoy putting this lip gloss on because it feels so nice on the lips. This is going to be more of that creamy opaque look, so I really like this one. It doesn't have any shimmer or anything like that. It is just a creamy formulation. It's so buttery. It feels very nice and lightweight. It's very similar again to an oil, so there is absolutely no stick to these. It's described as a milky rosy brown, and it has apricot oil and raspberry seed oil in it, and it is going to be one of the cheaper lip glosses on the high-end side. I will say though, this isn't super long lasting on the lips. I do find that I'm reapplying this throughout the day, but again, I don't really mind because I enjoy putting this on. It almost feels like you're putting on a really nice nourishing lip oil, and I like that. Now I debated on adding this next one into the list, but I ultimately decided I would because sometimes it looks like a neutral on me. Other times it kind of looks like a berry reddish on me, but overall I still really enjoy this gloss, and it's one of my favorite high-end lip glosses. And this is from Pat McGrath. This is Flesh 6, that is the name of it. Not a huge fan of the name, honestly, but this formulation I am a huge fan of. This retails for $29, and this is going to be, like I said, a more darker neutral on me. The way that this feels on the lips, I would say, is the most even oil to gloss feeling of the bunch. So it feels 50% like an oil, 50% like a gloss. So it's gonna last longer throughout the day, but if you rub your lips together, it still has that oil slick feeling to it, very buttery, very smooth. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds. I find that this gives me the most even coverage of color as well as shine. It gives you a very glassy lip look if you build this up, but you can get that full pigmentation with just one dip. But if you want that very glassy look, then you can definitely get that with 2 applications. Okay, and that is 2 coats right there. It is going to be such a glassy looking, like, wet lip gloss. It's beautiful. If you love that look, you're going to really, really like these Pat McGrath lip glosses. Now, I did want to add another plumping lip gloss for you guys in case that is your preference. And this is going to be the Sephora Outrageous Plumping Lip Gloss in the shade number 5, Plump It Up Red. So I wouldn't say that this is a red on me. I would say that this is more of a cool rosy brown shade. It's very comfortable if you want something that just feels fresh and minty, and it kind of like plumps up the lips a little bit. I definitely really like this one. It is $13 at Sephora, so again, it's going to be one of the cheaper alternatives for the high-end glosses, but I really like the way that it just like fills in all of those lines. It gives me really good pigmentation. You could probably wear a lipstick underneath this, but I don't think that it's necessary. All right, so we're moving on to the drugstore favorite lip glosses, and the first ones I have for you guys here are the very very popular, very famous NYX butter glosses. And I have here the shade Fudge Me and also the shade Caramel. These two I am in love with. Fudge Me is probably my number one, and then Caramel is my second. And I really love the way that these feel on the lips. They are such a good dupe for the Merit Shade Slicks. The way that they feel on the lips, they're just as thin, just as lightweight. They have that thin, almost oil-like texture to them, but they give you really good pigmentation as well. And the shade Fudge Me is a very, very close dupe to the shade Taupe, and it's only $5. Now again, swatched, I realize they don't look that similar, but on my lips, they look very, very similar. So this is gonna be the Merit Shade Slick in the shade Taupe, and then this is Fudge Me from NYX. And I will also show you guys a side by side on the lips. So let me put Merit on my right side right here, just to show you what I mean. If you're really looking at it, you can see that the Merit one is gonna be a little more pink. All right, there you go. So the Taupe one is gonna be slightly more pink, and this is gonna be a little bit more taupey gray in shade, but on the lips, they look very, very similar. They're pretty much the same in consistency as well as color. So if you're looking for a good dupe for the Merit one, try the NYX in Fudge Me. Hey guys, it's actually the next day and I was editing and I actually found another NYX butter gloss that I think is an even better dupe to the Merit Taupe shade, and it is in the shade Praline. I have them swatched right here. Look at that, even closer. So this is Taupe, this is Praline, and I have Merit on this side and then Praline on this side. I hope you guys can see that. So this one is the NYX one, and then this is the Merit one. Yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. They look pretty much identical on the lips. And then to show you guys what Caramel looks like on the lips, I really love this one as well. It's gonna be a little bit more brown, a little more deep in tone. This is such a vibe. And it's definitely like that chocolatey, I guess caramel looking shade. I would say it's more of a chocolatey brown shade though. Next, we have the e.l.f. lip lacquer in the shade Moody. This is only $3. Now, I will say you do have to go in probably twice to get full opacity from this lip gloss. It gives you that like glass look to it. And this is more of a peachy shade on me, like a peachy pink shade on me. I like using this to top lipsticks and lip liners. It is a little bit sticky, but I wouldn't say that like your lips are sticking together. It just feels like more of a thicker lip gloss with a little bit of stick. So again, it's going to last a little bit longer on the lips. There's vitamin A and E to help nourish and hydrate the lips. All right, so this is the Juvia's Place lip gloss in the shade Bronzed Rose. I can't find this specific lip gloss online anymore. I don't know if they renamed it or if it was limited edition. This is definitely not as thick as the e.l.f. lip gloss. It does have a little bit more of a thin consistency, but it's not going to be thinner than those butter glosses. So it's a little bit of like an in-between. I find that this wears a pretty long time. I really enjoy using this to top lipsticks, especially when I'm wearing like a darker lipstick, say, and it's looking a little darker than I wanted it to. So I will top it with this and it kind of just like neutralizes that color or makes it look a little bit lighter without adding like too much. But this is the color of it fully on the lips. You can get really good pigmentation. It does have one of those larger doe foots. It's similar to the Fenty ones in size, so you can really get in there and really apply that lip gloss and not have to go back into the tube. This is $14 and I got mine at Ulta. I would say that this is actually very, very similar to the Fenty Glow cream. So this is Fenty Glow right here, and then this is that Bronzed Rose shade. So Fenty Glow is going to be a little pinker and Bronzed Rose is going to be a little bit more peach. So if you want something similar at a cheaper price point, but it pretty much looks the same on the lips, then I would say that this is a good alternative for that Fenty Glow one. And my last two colored lip glosses, I feel like I talk about every time I talk about lip glosses without fail, These are the lifter glosses from Maybelline. I have the shade Stone and also the shade Amber. They're $9.49 a piece. I don't like how clunky this packaging is. This is Stone. These are probably going to be the lip glosses that smell the strongest. So if you're not into like heavily scented lip products, or if they really bother you, this may not be the best one for you, but I love the pigmentation of these. And I would say this has a medium thickness, so it feels very buttery. It's not sticky, but you definitely can feel them on the lips. They're gonna last a little longer than like a lip oil would. Amber is gonna be more of a peachy nude shade, while Stone is a warm pinky shade on me. I will say though, if you do end up like tasting any of this, it's very sweet. So if you don't like strong scented or like sweet tasting lip glosses, may not be the right option for you. And I do want to talk about 3 clear glosses because I figured they're neutral because they're clear, right? I don't know. So I have 3 here that really stand out to me. And the first one is going to be the ever famous Essence Shine 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 lip gloss. Now I don't know if they replaced the Shine 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 with the new like volume one. I always thought that it was still the same, but when I was looking it up online, it's called something else. It's volume something. I'm not sure, but the Shine 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 one is the one I'm going to be talking about today. It's only $3.99. I purchased mine at Ulta, and you can get it anywhere that Essence is sold as well. It does have a very sweet scent to it, and it's a rather small like doe foot applicator, but this just feels so good on the lips. It is a little thicker, but it's the one that makes your lips look the most glossy. Look at that. That's insane. It's very thick on the lips, I will say, but it's not sticky. Like your lips aren't gonna stick together. Next, I have this KAJA gloss shot in the shade Crystal Clear. This is $19, but they actually sent this to me a while back. It is a little thicker, but again, not sticky. It has squalene to soften, jojoba to hydrate, and then rosehip to smooth and soften the lips. This also gives you that wet-like look, and the doe foot applicator is really nice because it kind of just like hugs the lips there, if you can see like that shape right there. And because it is on that thicker side, it's gonna last long on the lips and no lip lines in sight. Really good one. And then last but not least, we have the M Cosmetics in the shade Morning Dew. This is $20. You can get it on M Cosmetics website. I love this one. This was probably my first favorite clear lip gloss. It does smell a little sweet. It's going to be one of those flatter applicators. It has vitamin E in it. You can build it up to make it look like one of those wet glosses, but with one swipe, it's gonna look really nice and hydrated, and then with a second coat you can really get that wet look like the Essence one. And this one is gonna feel the lightest of the 3 clear glosses. It feels a little bit more like an oil, but it still feels like a lip gloss. And it says it has a jellification technology to give it a wet like crystal clear effect. I don't know what jellification technology is, but I just wanted to include that here for you guys. All right guys, those were all of my favorite neutral lip glosses as well as clear lip glosses. I hope that you enjoyed that. Let me know if you guys have any similar favorites to me, or if there are any lip glosses in this video that you're now thinking of picking up, or if you have any recommendations for me, something you think that I might like as well. I'm always down to try more lip products, you guys know. But if you enjoyed this video or you found it helpful, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this one. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!